welcome to the Unbunk Brothers Show. Today's topic is Mount St. Helens and polio.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, let's do this. Alright, Brian. Mount St. Helens. So, what happened?
Well, in 1980, there was 2 earthquakes with a 5.2 power on the Richter scale, basically, and that caused an eruption to happen at Mount St. Helens in Washington, where seismic, ash flew up, and it just covered the entire city, and it was a rough situation.
Who was affected?
Well, basically the people in the area, the ash got into lungs.
Animals, all that stuff?
A lot of animals died. Most four-legged animals died. It was very sad. And most animals, fish in the area died. A couple human deaths occurred.
Wow. So, why did this happen?
Well, like I said earlier, the 2 earthquakes,
Oh.
there's like a tunnel in the bottom of a volcano. When the earthquake occurred, it just caused all the lava, ash, just to spew out of the volcano. It was a very bunk situation.
Oh, that's hella bunk,
Hella
man.
bunk, yeah.
That's some good info right there. Nice job.
Thank you.
How was it, fixed or, cleaned up?
Well, ash is a very tough thing to clean up. It's very costly, so there had to be crews put on it. It was a very costly job to do. Ash, very hard to clean up, like I said,
Yeah,
It took a while, but in the long term, Mount St. Helens volcano, it caused great sightseeing, tours, and all that. Ended up good in the end, but still rough what had to happen.
Get with the bad, man.
Yeah, that's what you gotta roll with. Are we all set there?
Yeah.
Can we get on the topic of polio? I know.
Yeah.
He studied it in college down in Mass Maritime,
Yeah.
Just polio.
I'm an expert in the polio game. So, 1952, BJ. This is when it happened.
Okay.
Big outbreak. About 60,000 cases. 21,000 of them ended up dying. Now, polio is when you become crippled. You lose nerves, muscle. It just wipes out your whole body. And it's very hard to recover from. Yeah.
So you said that happened when? In 1952?
Yeah.
Just wanted to reiterate that.
Yeah. It happened mainly, it was all over the world, but this one case was in the U.S. and it spread very quick. Human to human, spread through feces and spit and hands, stuff like that. And it mainly spread though through babies, so children from 0 to 5 years old. That's where it was spread.
So,
or that was who was mostly affected by it,
So you would consider this a kissing illness? So you don't want to kiss people in this time?
Oh
you
yeah, man.
Spit.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to do that.
1952. Don't kiss anybody.
Hell yeah.
You're seeing it now.
Mm-hmm.
A little late, but whatever. Yeah. Really bunk.
And at this time, they didn't have a vaccine, which is the bunkest of all things. So they really didn't have it. They didn't have a cure. They didn't have a cure until about, a year later. And they found a vaccine, spread it around the country, and cured it. So now it's not really a big factor, but that was the largest case.
So do you have
history right there.
any effects, short term, long term, on the polio situation?
There's both long and short term effects. Short term is immediate, permanent, crippling, or death. But there's also a syndrome where you don't end up dying, but pretty much your nerves are shot for the rest of your life, and it's really hard to get normal movements back. So yeah, it's short and long, but they did find a cure for it.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, I think that's all. That's all
we have for
polio and Mount St. Helens.
The Bunk Brothers are out.
Yeah, tune in. The Unbunk Brothers. Come on, dude. That was bunk. So tune in next week, Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll be talking about
5 o'clock.
We'll be talking about what? HIV and AIDS. I think that's the
Yeah.
topic of next week.
Uh,
Alright.
yeah.
So, we're signing off. We'll see you next week. Stay classy, Simas.